In Tulsa King Season 3, Episode 6, Bigfoot, Tyson, Vince, and a few of Ray's goons gather around Dwight and Ray as they have their meeting. After circling the subject for a time, Ray finally brings up the subject of Dwight's new alcohol production company in Tulsa, and he declares that he wants a share of the profits. Since Dwight has no justification for inviting Ray to participate in this initiative, he asks Ray directly if he will stop bugging him after receiving a cut of the earnings, to which Ray replies that he will. Dwight can tell by that quick reply that Ray isn't interested in alcohol. The only reason he wants to get involved is because he believes it to be a lucrative business. Since Ray claims that he doesn't give a damn about what other people think, Dwight verifies that Ray is harassing him by bringing up his business partners. Dwight goes on the attack and kind of ruins the discourse when Ray states that he wants 80% of the earnings. I just want to talk about the 80% before I go into it. Quiet Ray, is it a joke? After all, Ray appeared to be out of his environment, therefore I felt that Tyson made a poor decision when he stated that I therefore kind of agreed with Dwight when he advised Tyson not to evaluate a gangster by their appearance because their true strength lies in their minds. However, when Ray mentioned 80%, I burst out laughing because I don't understand why he was making such a high demand. It's so dumb. Returning to the discussion, if Ray is stupid, Dwight does something similarly stupid. He says Ray kidnapped Bill. Ray becomes irritated and snaps at Dwight because he has nothing to do with it. Cole and his goons arrive at Bubbles and start shooting at Dwight before Ray and Dwight can defuse the situation. Even though Cole and almost everyone else escape unharmed, Ray somehow concludes that Dwight gave the order to hit him because of this attack. We see a brief scene between Mitch and Cleo as Dwight, Bigfoot, and Tyson return to Tulsa. They appear to be intending to put this whole situation behind them and continue traveling wherever the path leads them. Indeed, that seems sense. After all, why should they waste their youth on a venture that could land them in jail? When Goody learns of Armand's passing, it appears that he committed suicide. First of all, there isn't enough information about Armand to make any educated guesses, and secondly, this seems like a cheesy way to end Armand's story since Max Casella, the actor who plays the character, might not have wanted to continue for the third season. In addition to all of that, Dwight makes an attempt to get in touch with Ray again, but Ray ignores his call and instead gives the camera a threatening smile, as though he had Dwight under his thumb. But has he? And is Ray really so stupid to believe that Dwight planned the assassination attempt despite Dwight being the one hiding beneath the table with Ray? Man, I have no idea. After 6 episodes, none of the antagonists, aside from Jeremiah, seem to be very strong. Even if Musso and Ray's stories end in this season, their existence in the series will seem pointless, in my opinion, because they are both incredibly obnoxious. It shows Grace, Mitch, Cleo, and Bodie evaluating the 2 vehicles that will be used to deliver the illegal alcohol. After that, Mitch and Cleo go to Montague Distilleries to obtain the alcohol. They zap a few police officers who have been stationed there in order to enter the storage container and keep the distillery closed. After securing the packages, Grace and Bodie take one of the cars to street while Mitch and Cleo take the other and drive to Shreveport. Lewis, and they started driving. Sackrider is seen gleefully discussing how Abel has closed the distillery and how he has installed a GPS tracker in Dwight's car so they can always know where he is, indicating that he has obviously not heard of this occurrence. However, that is insufficient for Jeremiah. Thus, he instructs Cole to put Dwight to death if he wishes to win his father's approval, and he gives Sackrider instructions to ensure that Montague Distilleries is permanently closed. Cole doesn't waste any more time in putting together a crew to pursue and murder Dwight as soon as he stops in Arkansas. One of Bill's goons, Art, calls Bodie and asks whether he knows where Bill is. Bodie is obviously ignorant of this specific problem. Nevertheless, a short sequence showing Bill in the federal jail that Musso is believed to have run demonstrates that he is the one who had Bill detained. But that's all. We are not given a clear reason for Musso's irrational choice. I guess it's because Bill came very close to discovering that Dwight is employed by the federal government. He had his men follow Dwight in stealth, and they nearly saw him when he met with Deacon. Bill might have killed Dwight if he had become a bit too impulsive, ruining Musso's entire scheme to exact revenge on Deacon. I believe this is the reason Musso thought it would be best to remove Bill from the situation. Bill's arrest won't be a huge concern because folks like him have a lot of felony convictions. Additionally, Musso will benefit from a double win if he can make Bill work for the feds as well. A highway patrol officer stops Mitch and Cleo, and Dwight, Bigfoot, and Tyson become aware that Jeremiah's men are pursuing them. Bigfoot knocks out the guys ordered to assassinate Dwight when Tyson, and Dwight pull into a gas station. From a distance, Cole observes this and feels let down by his troops. The highway patrolman who apprehended Mitch and Cleo freely acknowledges that Cole had dispatched him to harass them. As a result, Mitch and Cleo overpower the officer and flee while he is inspecting the package the couple is transporting. He is a man of few words when they arrive at Johnny Wednesday's door. He simply offers Mitch and Cleo the money, lets his men unload the alcohol, and tells them that their product is in good hands. According to Art's call on Bill's disappearance, trouble is brewing somewhere, which is why Grace and Bodie's unit is the only one that hasn't encountered any problems yet. Bodie informs Grace that although they are undoubtedly going through a difficult time, they must have faith in Dwight's plan since, should they be successful, there will be significant long-term advantages to this tactic. Thanks for watching. For more updates stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, please.